Antarctica is a mysterious uninhabited area where only scientific research teams were allowed to go many years ago, but now you have the opportunity to go visit. I went to Antarctica earlier this year. I've been to many different places and this is the best trip I ever had. Language cannot describe how beautiful Antarctica is. And this is the only pure uninhabited areas left on this earth. But the issue is this beautiful place is slowly disappearing because of global warming. So Antarctica is a must go for your travel list. And in today's video, I will share with you everything you need to know if you want to travel at Antarctica. The first question is how to get to Antarctica as a regular traveler. Well, you need to fly to either Argentina or Chile first because that's where you board on all these exhibition cruises to Antarctica. And for my trip, I fly from LA to Miami, and then from Miami to Argentina's capital, and then took another flight from the capital to Ushuaia, which is the southern city of Argentina. There are also people who board on the cruise from Chile, so it really depends on the exhibition cruise you pick. And once you board on the exhibition cruise, you spend 2 days crossing this Drake Passage, which is a really rough area where the wave can get over 8 to 10 meters. So expect some seasickness, but the cruise staff will offer you some pills that were really helpful that will help you to overcome all the seasickness. And I remember I did like cellar walk for 2 days on the cruise. Well, as you get used to it, it wasn't too bad. Once you cross the Drake Passage, everything became a lot peaceful, and the cruise will take you to different landing spots of Antarctica Peninsula. And my cruise even took me inside the Arctic Circle, which is really beautiful. The second question is, as a regular traveler, what you should expect to do at Antarctica. The first misconception people have is you're gonna take the Carnival cruise. So there's gonna be a lot of fun events on the cruise. Guys, this is not the case. If you wanna do landing at Antarctica, you're gonna take the special cruise. They're like polar icebreaker. They're originally designed for researchers. So guys, don't expect these like live dance performers on the cruise. This is not a Carnival cruise. And for the first 2 days while we're crossing the Drake Passage, then the staff, they will host different educational panels talking about the safety on cruise, safety at Antarctica, and what we should do when we land is things we need to be conscious about. For example, stay 5 meters away from penguins, sanitize our boots, something like that. So expect a lot of educational panels first. And when we land at the Antarctica's peninsula, well, they host different events on the cruise, and here are some common ones. The first one is rowing. Rowing is definitely worth it. You know, there's a lot of iceberg at Antarctica, so if you do rowing, you can have a closer look at these icebergs. And another common event is called polar plunge. Basically, you jump into the icy water. I did that. And at the end of the event, they will give you a vodka to help you to warm up your bodies. I think it's a must try. And another event they host is hiking at Antarctica Peninsula. Depends on your hiking habit. They will have different option for you, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or an hours. And another event they host is visiting different abandoned research centers. I visited one from UK, another one from Chile, and you will see a lot of penguins at these research center, by the way. And they will also have events that take you to the penguins island where you can like observe the penguins at a very close distance. Well, and another event I did, and not everyone did it, was camping at Antarctica. You can refer to my shorts for my one-day experience sleeping in the snow. And those are the major events they host on the cruise, exhibition cruise. And you will also see different wildlife like orca and penguins while you're at the exhibition cruise. The third question is, how's the temperature in Antarctica and when's the best time to visit? I recommend you to visit between December to April because that's the summertime of Antarctica. And for the winter time of Antarctica, the weather could get very extreme and dangerous, so you're not really allowed to go visit Antarctica during winter time. And the temperatures there, while I was there, the temperature was between 0 to 5 Celsius, which is really not bad. It's like 32 to 41 Fahrenheit, and it was sunny day there, so it was like slightly warmer than that. But if you get to the inland, like the South Poles, well, the temperature dropped a lot. It could be like negative 25 Celsius to negative 30 Celsius. Yeah. So I recommend you to go visit during summertime. The first question is, what's the cost to get to Antarctica? While the average Antarctica exhibition cruise costs around $10,000 to $15,000 per person for a 12 days trip. It really depends on the cabins you choose or the type of cruise you pick. It varies in different range, but that's like the average cost. And if you're like a young person who love adventures, there's actually a free option for you to get to Antarctica. While I was on the exhibition cruise, I noticed the people who helped me to land at Antarctica, they're a group of people called adventure teams. So they're all part-time workers. They're all made of young people who love adventures. And to them, this trip is like a work to them, but they get paid and they get to like travel around Antarctica with us. So I think this is actually a good deal. What have I learned from my Antarctica trip? This trip has changed my perspective about global warming and environment. To be honest, I did not take these topics seriously before the trip. While I was there, I was so touched by the untouched wildnesses at Antarctica, and seeing these orca penguins swim freely at their natural habitat. I feel really sad about all the animals got stuck at the zoo. And I also realized the urgency of protecting our environment, as global warming can melt down more iceberg, and that means there's less reflection from the Earth, and the Earth will absorb more sun energies to keep worsen the global warming. And I realized this is a vicious cycle that can disrupt Antarctica ecosystem in long term. And this trip had made me realize this is actually a real issue. Although I don't think I can make a big significant impact on this Earth, but I think every effort counts. And now I'm taking this issue more seriously, and I'm committed to put in my effort, no matter how small it is, to protect our planet. And this is the major insight I gained from this trip. I hope you find this video helpful. If you want to learn more about travel, culture, studying, or moving abroad experiences, check my channels. I will make more relevant videos in the future, and I'll see you next time.